That a lot of people celebrate, but they may not know all about. Adel Sayed is here he's from the Council of American-Islamic Relations. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, first, give us the basics, because Ramadan is about humility and patience.
Well, for many Muslims, Ramadan began yesterday, and it's the 9th month of the lunar calendar, and it teaches Muslims spiritual upliftment, patience, and fasting. And during this fasting time, Muslims refrain from food, drink, and other activities which will bring them closer to God, and try to indulge themselves on a daily basis in this, and it's about 30 days throughout the month.
Okay, is it just fasting, or are there some other parts to it?
Well, and alongside with the 5 daily prayers that Muslims pray, at nighttime, many Muslims go to a congregational prayer at their local mosque, where they indulge in prayers throughout the night and remembering God throughout the night. And it's a time of spiritual upliftment throughout the month.
For somebody who really isn't familiar with this, who's at home, talk about, okay, you're fasting from dawn to dusk. Are you going about your day the same way, just not eating, or have you made other adjustments at night? It seems like a silly question, but a lot of people may not understand how you go through the entire day without eating.
Definitely. Well, eating and drinking.
Right.
So many Muslims start their day off early before dawn, where they get up and eat a meal. A lot of times with their family, and it's a family collective unit type building spiritual month. So going throughout the day, going to work, going to school, there are many Muslim athletes who participate in sports as well and who don't drink and eat. So that's also a part of everyday life.
Okay, and praying, as we see there, 5 times a day, along with some extra now during Ramadan. Why is it that it's 5 times a day?
Well, Muslims are required to pray 5 times a day, and it's part of the five pillars of Islam, just as zakat, charity, is listed there. But praying in this month is especially more because one's trying to become closer to God. So in addition to the 5 daily prayers, there's that congregational prayer at night, where Muslims try to build themselves for the rest of the year. And many Muslims look forward to this type of month. Even many Muslims, or some Muslims who don't tend to practice as much, look forward to this time of year, where they can kind of nourish themselves for the rest of the year.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing that with us. A lot of people unfamiliar with it. Yes, Joe?
If I could jump in and just pose a question as well. Are there any exceptions whatsoever? Like, say somebody is a landscaper and they work in 115-degree, Rosemary and I were chatting about this earlier, and they work in 115-degree temperatures. Are there any exceptions at all?
Or if somebody's diabetic, clearly they have problems throughout the day.
Sure.
Well, yeah, there are exceptions. Women and small children as well, maybe women who are about to give birth, who are pregnant. They don't have to fast. They can make it up later as well. And also, if there's any other circumstances where it's not feasible for that person, they can make up that fast later on.
Okay, so you do make it up, though, at some point.
True. You do make it up later on.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
By the way, later this hour, Joe, is the story of the NFL player who observes Ramadan, and imagine going through training.
I can't, Paul. Absolutely incredible.
We'll talk about that.
Let's see what's happening now. Coming up at 8 o'clock, it is 8:02.